2018, I joined a group of primarily other Presbyterians in traveling to Israel and Palestine. Our second stop on that trip was to Bethlehem and the West Bank. I'm not sure exactly what I expected from Bethlehem, the birthplace of Jesus, but one thing is for sure. I couldn't have imagined what was waiting there for me. For sure, there were olive trees and beautiful landscapes, but under all that was a modern, quirky, and resilient place. The first thing anyone notices in Bethlehem is the border wall. After all the talk in the United States about border walls, it was haunting to see one in person. The wall winds and twists through the local landscape, never looming too far off in the distance. Much of the wall is covered with graffiti, some of it quite beautiful, in a peacefully defiant way. There was so much life, so much story, so much character painted into that wall. This huge, looming wall could not keep the people of Bethlehem down. Their spirit, their humor, and their hospitality is unquenchable. The Waldorf Hotel exemplifies this quirky spirit perfectly. At the Waldorf, you have a front row view of the painted wall, odd art, and an elevator that is purposefully always out of order. Built and designed by artist Banksy, the Waldorf also features a piano that can be programmed and played from anywhere around the world. The Waldorf also features a modern history museum and an art museum that are guarded by an animatronic bureaucrat. Crown jewel of the Waldorf is the presidential suite, which offers a discounted price for anyone who is not a president. The suite offers a prime balcony view of the wall and a hot tub that doesn't actually fill with water. Nearby, in the town of Hebron, are the tombs of the patriarchs and matriarchs. While men and women are both allowed to visit this site, the dress codes are strikingly different. This site is important to Jews, Christians, and Muslims, all of whom regard Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and their wives to be significant. Sacred to Christians is the Church of the Nativity. This incredibly ornate and exceptionally crowded church contains a cave referred to as the Milk Grotto. Hundreds of people flock to this church daily for a glimpse of where Jesus may have been born. It's difficult to get near the actual Milk Grotto, and eventually I gave up and left, simply walking by the mass of people that seemed to indicate the cave's location. There's no real way to know for sure where Jesus was born, and as I learned in Jerusalem, I was not going to be able to connect to him in this crowded church. Our exploration of the town of Jesus' birth included a place called the Shepherd's Field. It's a field where shepherds could have taken their sheep. Is it the same field we read of in the Bible? There's no way to know. But we explored the cave that they could have rested in and sang O Little Town of Bethlehem and sat under an olive tree, gazing dramatically into the sky. In Hebron, we watched Palestinian artisans at a glassblowing studio, and we supported the local economy by purchasing many of their beautiful pieces. Also in the same area of Palestine is the Cremison Winery, where we took a tour of their facilities, tested the products, and supported the local economy just a little bit more. In this tenacious pocket of the world that has experienced horrific violence in the years since the Prince of Peace was born here, we experienced beauty, art, good food, and good wine. We learned local folk dance, and we laughed heartily. The clergy in our group were given the gift of handmade preaching stoles. We all had an opportunity to see Jesus and the disciples through Palestinian eyes. We caught glimmers of hope, unity, humanity, and peace within walls that were meant to divide and dehumanize.